is a mama and a wife and a fantastic human being and a member of the Inspired Word family and host of the monthly Slamming Stories series at Le Poisson Rouge. She's a professional actor and emerging playwright who has been featured on stages and television shows including The Good Wife, Law and Order, and Rescue Me. Please welcome Erica Bradshaw.
All that stuff sounds like I do something besides change dirty diapers. God. Hi.
Hello.
It's very good to be here.
Yes.
It's Pride. Woo! Pride NYC/NJ/PA/whatever. I grew up in Jersey, so I'm a Jersey girl. I'm a Jersey girl to my heart, and I love Jersey. And I was gay in Jersey. I started off gay in Jersey. What? I don't know if any of you have been to Jersey, but I was gay at that place where it is now the Prudential Center. There was a little club called Murphy's. We called it Myrtle's so no one would know. I was really gay in Jersey, but being gay in Jersey meant you had to decide what you were. Now, let me just break it down for you how it was in Jersey. You were either butch, femme aggressive, butch aggressive, soft butch, hard butch, roughneck, or a girly femme, which I never understood the girly femme shit, because if you're a femme, aren't you girly? And I didn't understand. And you had to have a label. So I remember very early on, once it hit me in the face that I was gay. I don't know how it hit me exactly. It just hit me and I was like, oh, I'm gay. I'm going to go out and be gay with other people, and I'm gonna find friends, and we're gonna go drink and, be gay. And I went out, and I think I had jeans and a t-shirt on, and that was unacceptable in Jersey. See, in Jersey, you have to define you're gay. And if you're butch, you can't date another butch. And if you're femme, you can't go out with femmes. And if you're femme aggressive, you can probably talk to a butch, but you can't have sex with a butch. And hardcore dykes, they never have sex where they let themselves be touched, but they can penetrate anybody else, but they cannot. Like, it was a lot of fucking rules is basically what it breaks down to. And I was confused. So the first couple of years, I was wrapping my titties up, and I was wearing, strap-ons. Those are dildos, fake penises that you put on a piece of, whatever stretches around your ass and you zip it up. And I was trying to be real hard. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking hard, I'm butch. I wasn't really butch. I tried really hard, and then I was like, fuck this. I'm a woman. I'm gonna wear my titties out. I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get weave. I'll be femme. And so I went around and I was femme, except then I was attracted to femmes, or I was attracted to butches, and they were confused because they said, well, you talk rough, so you can't be femme. I talk fucking rough. Well, maybe I'll talk up here, and that'll make it more understandable that I'm fucking, tossing my weed, that I'm fucking femme. But wait a minute, aren't we all girls just wanting to fuck girls? Like, at the end of the day, I was just a girl who wanted to fuck a girl. But it was hard in Jersey. Those Jersey rules still apply. I went to, my wife and I, because I'm married now and I have a kid, my wife and I are plaintiffs in a case against the state with Lambda Legal, suing for marriage equality. And they plan events for us occasionally where we have to show up with our baby in tow and say, we're queer and gay and we're married, everybody should be married. And we're fighting for our rights. And I'm proud to be doing that. But the events that sometimes happen are very butch femme events. Very, people are still confused by my wife and I because who's the top, who's the bottom, who's the butch, who's the femme, who's the aggressive.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't wear tuxedos. Sometimes I put on heels and a dress and I fuck people all up because I thought she's the big one. She's supposed to be the masculine. I don't know what's going on. That's the shit you deal with in Jersey. But, it worked out. And I still live in Jersey, and I love New Jersey. It's the greatest state in the country. And if you don't know, one day when you go there, you'll experience it and you'll know. It's just the truth. But as a high school kid, I remember having a friend, and we'll call this person Q. And Q and I were outed before we even knew what gay, lesbian, dyke, pussy was. We didn't even know. Because our guidance counselor pulled our parents aside in a meeting and said, watch out for those girls. They spend a lot of time together. They close doors, just watch out. What I learned probably 6 months after that, when I was mortified, is that there had been a triple suicide in Hillside maybe 10 years earlier. So this very gay guidance counselor was probably trying to have our back to make sure that we were okay. But she outed us before we were out. Before we were out, we would pretend to be different people. I know, it's always so fascinating when people come in the door. I'm like, who are you? It's okay, I'm just happy you're here, baby.
Who are you?
Who are you? Eh, you got a wallet full of money. See, now I'm femme. Oh my God.
I got a big wad, baby.
All right, put your big wad over there. I don't like big wads. But anyway, I was in high school. My friend Q and I decided that we didn't know we were gay. And we decided we were going to be male twins. Because everything would be perfect if we were male twins. I was Eric, aka Erica, Eric. She was Derek. And this is true facts, no joke. I look back on this shit and I was like, wow, we were really gay. And Eric and Derek could do anything. Eric and Derek could look at girls. Eric and Derek could walk by and say, look at Tawana. You know, Eric would fuck Tawana. You know, I would pull Tawana weave out and fucking spank her ass good. And Derek, who was really my friend Q, would say, yeah, Derek wouldn't have none of that because, you know, I only like girls with light eyes or dark skin. So we played out our gay fantasies as straight male twins. We were 6'4", we were light-skinned mulatto, of course, because we had to be able to blow dry our hair and let it flow like the white guys in the movies, or to curl it up and put it in a tight ponytail like The Last Dragon. Anybody know that reference? And through these alter egos, we became even more gay. Eric would say, you know what? Q, I would probably do you if I was Eric. And Derek would say, you know, Erica, I'd do you. You know, we would do each other. So that's how it started. And then we went away for a family trip. Me and Q and Eric and Derek, and we decided to write. We got our own room too. My mother actually paid for us to have a separate room. And we decided at 16 years old, we were going to write Teenage Sex Manual. Yes, it was going to be the greatest thing ever invented. Teenagers needed to know how to fuck, and we were going to tell them. We were going to tell them how to fuck straight, because we didn't know we were gay. So it went like this. Pretend I'm Eric, right? And you're you. And I just took you like this, and I put my thing in you like this, and it's so funny to think back on it. It turned into her saying, imagine your boyfriend doing this, and then coming up from behind and kissing my neck. And I was like, oh yeah, it'd be real nice if he did that. What if your boyfriend, you remember when you were talking to Jonathan and he said he was gonna do this to you? Remember when he came up behind you and he put his hands over your breast, remember that? Yeah, we should write that down. What are we gonna call that position? I don't know, I think you're sitting in a chair and then he would be on top of you and we could call it, It Never Rains in Southern California. Oh my God. I had never been so turned on before in my life. She became my boyfriend / Eric or Derek, and the shit got so confused. All I knew is that by the end of the night, I was in the corner, her hands were all up, over, and everywhere, and it hit me. This shit felt better than any boy ever felt, at any time, in any place, and I don't know what it is. Is it because I was acting like her boyfriend or we were Eric and Derek? Is it because of the room? I didn't know. I just knew the shit felt really good. We left vacation. We go back home and I try to talk to her about it. And my friend Q was, 6 feet at the time. She's fucking still 6 feet. I don't know why I said at the time. And she got in my face and she said, if you fucking ever talk about that shit again, I'll beat your ass. I was like, wow, I'm from Jersey, that's how we talk. And I I was like, she said, ain't shit happened. We was just playing. We was just writing a fucking book. We was writing a fucking sex book, bitch. Don't talk about that shit. Ain't shit happened. I'm in love with Jonathan. You with Larry. It's all good. And I'm like, okay. Never talk about it again, except I couldn't feel that way again with anybody else. I couldn't feel that way with Larry. I couldn't feel that way with, I can't even remember those dudes' names. It was so long ago. I just wanted Q. And I told her. And I kept telling her, and she was mad, and she would punch a hole in her bedroom wall, and she's like, what you want me to do? I said, I don't know, maybe just hold my hand. She held my hand. The next thing I said, well, could you kiss me? Mind you, this shit went on for 5 years before we ever ended up in bed together. So when I was 21, I was in my senior year of college in North Carolina. She said, all right, I'm gonna do it. I had talked her into it. We had been talking about it for 5 years. Imagine that, if you will. Just take a moment and think 5 fucking years. Now that don't mean I waited. I had other things to do. I went to art school. I had to experiment. I had to know what was going on. And when she finally touched me, I started crying and shaking and shit. And it was amazing. It was like, it was just fucking great. At the time, I had never had anything better. I was like, yes, this is the answer. And we continued for 5 years. So in all, another 10-year fucking process. Wow. That culminated in a moment that you guys may remember with Ellen DeGeneres. I had been fucking Q, and Q had been fucking me for 5 years. We had been talking gay for 10. And Ellen DeGeneres comes on television. We're sitting in my room. We, of course, have an apartment together in Newark, but we have separate rooms so people don't, think things. And Ellen gets up in the airport and says on the microphone, I'm gay, 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 gay. And Q, this woman who had been having sex with me for 5 years, broke down and cried like I've never seen her cry. She didn't cry. She wasn't a crier. She cried. And she cried, and she cried. She said, Erica, I gotta tell you something. I was like, what? I think I'm gay. I never laughed so hard in my life. And that's when she came out, after 5 years of sex. So, in honor of my friend Q, who now lives with her fiance, a woman, in Arizona, I have pride in her because she stepped out of the closet with Ellen. 5 years in, but she stepped out anyway. And I have pride about the journey. Sometimes it sounds a little seedy, it sounds a little reckless. It was fucking seedy, it was reckless. Sometimes I think, God, I should have used a damn, but I damn didn't. Oh well. But I'm here and I'm standing, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it to Pride this weekend, to the actual parade, because I do have a wife and a house and a kid who's 14 months old, and that shit is hard. But we have pride because we're living our life. Sometimes I'm not marching, I'm just sitting in the house changing my son's diaper thinking, oh, this is all I have to offer, feeling like I should do more, I should volunteer, I should work with youth. But sometimes I feel like you get to the point in your life where this is all you got to give, is how you live. My son's name is Taverico Barack. We named him after the president before the announcement, obviously. And it was a mix of my wife and I's name. And I used to be scared saying that I was married to a woman in front of people. Even at 30-something years old, 30-something, what the fuck, 37 years old. And I look at him now, and I realize I can't hesitate. I can't have that moment that I normally get in front of middle-aged black women, because that's my scary demographic. The middle-aged black woman who's kind of surly, who has got the Bible and, a poster of a big black dick in her hand, and he's looking at me like, what you mean, lesbian? Those are the ones that scare the fuck out of me. I can handle anybody else. I can handle old people, young people, anybody else, but the middle-aged black woman with the Bible and the dick poster, that messes me up. And I know now that I have to just be able to look at her and say, yeah, I'm married. I'm married to a woman, and I can't pause and I can't hesitate because he's watching. And I want him to have pride in his family. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Yeah.